A small story, a big truth. A tiny idea can have a huge impact. Promise me, think deeply while reading. In a quiet little town, there lived a young man named Ethan. Ethan was full of dreams, but he often felt that his life was stagnant, as though he wasn't making much progress. Whenever he thought about the goals he wanted to achieve, whether it was getting healthier, learning new skills, or being more efficient at work, he felt a deep sense of frustration. One day, Ethan stumbled upon a book in a bookstore. The cover read Atomic Habits. The title intrigued him, so he decided to buy the book, hoping it might offer some guidance on how to change his life. The book started with a powerful idea. Small daily improvements lead to massive results over time. Ethan realized that he had been focused on seeking quick, dramatic results, overlooking the importance of gradual, consistent progress. The book gave an example. If you improve by just 1% each day, you'll be significantly better after a year. Ethan was struck by the thought that he didn't need to make huge changes all at once. He could start small and improve a little bit every day. So, he decided to start with a simple habit: doing 10 minutes of stretching every morning right after waking up. Ethan didn't set any complex fitness goals or aim to run 10 kilometers a day. He just focused on those 10 minutes. Over time, Ethan realized that even though the progress was slow, the consistency paid off. His body became more flexible, and he felt more energized throughout the day. Soon, Ethan found that forming a new habit wasn't as easy as he thought. Every morning, he was tempted to roll back into bed instead of stretching. He turned to the next section of the book, where he learned some practical strategies for overcoming these obstacles. The book outlined 4 laws for building good habits. Law 1, make it obvious. Ethan came up with a solution. He placed a sticky note by his bed that read "Morning Stretch." Every time he woke up, seeing that note would remind him to get up and stretch. The obvious prompt helped him resist the urge to stay in bed. Law 2, make it attractive. After each stretching session, Ethan felt more refreshed and comfortable. Over time, he began to look forward to the feeling of relaxation that followed. This positive reinforcement made him more eager to continue. Law 3, make it easy. Ethan kept his stretching mat and workout shoes right next to his bed, making them easy to access. This way, he didn't waste time searching for his gear, and the action itself became simple. Law 4, make it satisfying. After completing his stretches, Ethan rewarded himself with a cup of his favorite coffee. This small reward gave him a sense of fulfillment and reinforced the habit. As time passed, Ethan started to think about how he could further support his new habits by changing his environment. The book emphasized the importance of creating an environment that supports good habits. Ethan decided to make his living space a place that encouraged his new habits. He moved the TV to a corner of the living room and put a small bookshelf in a more prominent spot so he would be more likely to pick up a book. He also placed a container of healthy snacks next to his work desk, making it easier to choose something healthy instead of junk food. Ethan also reorganized his work environment. Before he started working, he would tidy up his desk to make it clear what his next task was. This small change increased his productivity and helped reduce procrastination. Ethan had often tried to set large, ambitious goals in the past, only to fail because he didn't have a proper system in place. The book explained that while goals are important, what truly transforms your life is the system you follow to reach them. Ethan decided to stop focusing on distant goals and instead focused on the daily actions and systems he could build. He began tracking his progress every day and concentrated on making small, manageable improvements. He realized that by focusing on consistent habits, the big goals would naturally follow. Although Ethan had made great progress with his good habits, he still had some bad habits. For example, every evening, he would mindlessly scroll through social media for hours, wasting time he could have used for relaxation or sleep. The book suggested that to break bad habits, you need to apply the opposite principles of the ones used for building good habits. Ethan decided to put his phone in another room and activate Do Not Disturb mode at night. When he was ready to sleep, he no longer reached for his phone. Instead, he picked up a book to read. By doing this, he successfully reduced his social media time and ensured that he got enough rest. Ethan's transformation wasn't just about changing his habits. It was also about changing how he saw himself. As he became more consistent with his morning stretches and started to feel healthier, he began to view himself as someone who has healthy habits. This shift in identity made it easier for him to maintain his new behaviors, and the new habits felt like a natural part of who he was. I'm no longer someone who works out occasionally, he thought. I'm someone who works out every day. This new identity gave Ethan confidence, and he found himself more capable of handling other challenges in life. Years later, Ethan looked back on his life and realized how much had changed. He had not only achieved his health goals, but he had also become more disciplined and had made significant progress at work. He understood that the success he had achieved was not due to one big breakthrough, but the result of the compound effect of small, consistent actions, what he now called atomic habits. Ethan smiled as he looked ahead to new challenges, knowing that every small habit could lead him toward even greater accomplishments. Through this story, we see how atomic habits teaches us that even tiny changes, repeated consistently, can lead to remarkable personal transformation. Ethan's journey shows us the power of building good habits and eliminating bad ones to create lasting success. Thank you all for watching and supporting. If you enjoyed this story and found it inspiring, please give it a like. If you want to see more stories, please subscribe to my channel. See you next time.